Hello, bro and sister. It's me again. I would like to add a few things to the video I've just made because, as I told you, or as I was explaining you in the past, if it is more than 10 minutes, so it's above 400 megs, and I cannot upload it to YouTube. So it has to be below 10 minutes. Okay, so enough talking about that. I would like to reiterate the point that SNC-Lavalin was not treated the way it should have been because, you know, Mr. Trudeau will not go to jail. Mr. Trudeau will not be judged. Mr. Gerald Butts will not be judged. Mr. Gerald Butts would not go to prison or jail. But it is just not fair at all because Mr. Gerald Butts was the best friend of Mr. Justin Trudeau. And to prove that, you just have to take a look at the newspaper and you will see it. I've been publishing a lot of things about Mr. Gerald Butts myself. I don't agree with people that are still going to vote for Justin Trudeau because Justin Trudeau is a fucking asshole and he does not deserve to be a prime minister. The main reason why he got voted for the Prime Minister of Canada is because of Mr. Pierre Elliott Trudeau, who was his dad at that time. And everybody thought that Mr. Pierre Elliott Trudeau was a good man, but Mr. Pierre Elliott Trudeau, I can tell you right now, was a real asshole because, you know, in 1974, he's the one who put us in big debt because we were getting money from the Bank of Canada without interest on our debt. And Mr. Pierre Elliott Trudeau decided to stop getting money from the Bank of Canada and go elsewhere or a private bank to borrow money, so the interest was very high. So that's why the debt went that high with Mr. Pierre Trudeau and went that high with Mr. Justin Trudeau and went that high with any other prime minister. Because, you know, it's not easy for them to borrow money over the debt because they know they always be getting money because of Canada. And Canada is supposed to be a free country that are getting people from other everywhere in the world. They come to Canada here, and they all think that it's a free country. But I believe, and I won't say that it is a free country. Because whomever come to Canada will have to start paying tax. And we're being taxed over our dead body. And the taxes in Canada are pretty high. And it will remain pretty high because they need that money to survive. Right now, the way it is, it's not like I'm trying to explain you because the more taxes we pay, the more income tax from our revenue we pay, and the more any other fucking taxes in Canada, you know, it's all that money is all being given to Muslims, okay? Hotel, BS, or any other thing, you know. Well, the Muslim will accept it because, you know, in their own country they don't have that. Like they don't have the fucking BS, they don't have the fucking unemployed insurance check. They don't have that in their own country, but they do have it here. They only have to work 6 months or 8 months, so they get the insurance employment. Well, it's not good at all because they're here to get our money. You know, they don't like us Canadians. Muslims don't like Canadians. It's been proved all the time. We have the proof of it. You know, it's I consider it a bad thing because. Since we're paying all the time, you know, it's not a good thing to say that we're paying income tax and that money goes to the Muslims, you know. It's a threat to us. It's a real threat to us. Mr. Trudeau, you know, you have been acknowledged being a traitor to your country, and it is the truth. You can see all kind of graphic on the net saying that you're a traitor. So you are a real traitor to us because look at what you did to Omar Khadr. You know, he had a judgment in Afghanistan. He was detained in prison in Afghanistan, and then he moved to Guantanamo. What is Guantanamo? Guantanamo is a prison for terrorism. That's it, you know. That's a very good thing about it. But Mr. Trudeau decided to take him out of there, of Guantanamo, brought him here to Canada, and gave him $10.5 million. That came from our income tax money. So, you know, it was a threat. It was a fucking... when you did that, you were a fucking traitor. You are so a traitor when you act in SNC-Lavalin, because, you know, you won't get fucking punished by doing that, because I know a few people had already been punished because of that. But you, Prime Minister of Canada, are you going to be punished? Well, I don't think so, because you're the big boss of the country. So you're going to use your title not to be jail or judge, okay? Mr. Trudeau, you're abusing. You did abuse the case that when you had the majority, so you had to use your majority to refuse a motion that was brought by the Conservative Party. So, you know, do you think that was good? No, it was not good. It was a threat to us Canadian population, you know. Mr. Trudeau, you are doing all kind of bad things. Mr. Sajjan, you're doing all kind of bad things. Right now, I don't even know who is the Minister of Veteran Affairs of Canada, because it's been changed from the guy who was there, who was leaking the ass to Mr. Trudeau, and then there was Mrs. Georgie Wilson-Raybould, which she resigned, and she's no longer there. So who is the Minister of Veteran Affairs of Canada? Is the new one still gonna shit on us, veteran? Is he gonna be doing it like the one who was there before Mrs. Georgie Wilson-Raybould? Is he really going to shit on us? You know, veteran, we're good people, and we can stand up, and you know, we can always face the fucking federal government, because we stand together. All veterans stand together. So we did try a few things in the past that Mr. Trudeau or Mr. Harper refused to understand us. And a few veterans that went to deal with Canada were not good people, because they were saying exactly what the federal was saying. So in other words, they were not good. Just pick one of us to go to Canada, and you will see that we don't have the same fucking say than those guys, you know. Myself, if I would be able to go to Ottawa, I would have a lot to say. You know, I am against just about everything. Just invite me in Ottawa, and you will understand my concern. And my concern is about the same of all veterans, you know. Because myself, I don't mind talking to video like this, because, you know, I'm not doing threat to nobody, and I'm just saying what is right now. I'm just saying the real things. And the real thing is what I've just said, okay? I'm only hoping that you will all understand from where I'm coming from. And I will be talking about you all the time. Same thing for the medal that was created by a good man in the veteran. That medal was not even approved yet. So that medal is for voluntary service. It has to be approved in order for us to wear that. But myself, I am already wearing it. It's already mounted. It's with my other medals. Well, my medal, because when I had all kind of medal on me, I returned them back to the Governor General of Canada, and my medal got destroyed. So I'm trying to get them back, but I can't. I only got one medal back. So that's all, and they're not sending any more medals. So I'm not going to ask for any more medal later. A medal is only a souvenir of what we have done in the army. But as I said, I had returned them back to the Governor General because I was angry. I was upset against the Canadian Armed Forces for what they have done to me, and that thing was never solved yet. And Minister of Canadian Armed Forces, Mr. Sajjan, wrote me a letter last time that I did not accept at all, because that letter was pure crap. He was just saying what Belleau was saying, but below him was the military police. I am against the military police, so it was a kind of a conflict of interest. And Mr. Sajjan, maybe he didn't know that because he cannot see below his nose, you know. That's about it. I think I have just said what I wanted to say, and I want to wish you a